Hey guys, Joe here from XFoxGames. Check it out. We have the plastic injection molded Lynx here. Now this is very similar to the nerfy gecko, if you wanted to call that. They had this originally as 3D printed models. And then of course other companies came out and said, you know what, we're going to make plastic injection molded versions of this, and I think these are both pretty cool. I've 3D printed both of these many times. Both I kind of had issues with breaking parts and things like that, so I feel like this is just a little more durable, but hey, that is just me. Now, while we're on the topic of this, if you guys want to win this particular blaster, you guys can check out the giveaway there. Check it out on our main page. Literally takes you 10 seconds to enter. That is it. We already gave away one of these, and yeah, we think, you know what, why not give away another one? So enough with that. But look at this thing in the hands. I'm going to pull this thing up, guys. Woo! It looks good. I mean, this kind of Cheyenne color with this pink, I think it is a rocking color combo. It looks really good. Better than what my 3D printer could do. I mean, that is for sure. But still, it looks very, very good. But we're going to come back to that here in a second. I want to hop in. I want to take a look at the box. So we check this out. In the box, I mean, it literally comes as about 4 parts if you include the mag there. So it has the mag, it has the blaster, it has the kind of pinkish grip there, and it has the foregrip. Now this comes along with all the screws and all the Allen wrenches to kind of put it together. But one thing to note is this handle, when it goes on, there are 4 screws that go in. The screwdriver that I received didn't have the kind of magnetic end, so getting those all the way down was almost impossible. I had to use my own kind of magnetic screwdriver to get those in to kind of put this grip on. So yeah, do that right out of the gate. Save yourself some time. But man, this thing is pretty sweet. Now, the darts that came along with mine, you could see, I mean, they're kind of like this, I don't even know what you want to call them. They're almost like bamboo-ish, but they don't have those bamboo kind of grooves, but they have the same color. Now, one of the things you're going to note about this blaster is this thing really likes the smaller circumference darts like a bamboo dart. Now, the darts that came with this, though, have that really hard head on it, where, I don't know, I mean, I would not want to get hit with those in any capacity, but I did notice that the bamboos are really what shot out of this thing best. Anything bigger, even like an Adventure Force, a Dart Zone Pro, any of those darts, you could tell it was lacking in performance because it was getting drugged through the barrel, and it was kind of inconsistent. Sometimes you'd get 100, sometimes you get 70, but with bamboos, I noticed you were always up in that 125 FPS mark, sometimes even more. But again, bamboos is what you want to go with this. Do not try any of the Dart Zone Pro stuff like this. I mean, I tried these, and it was not good. I mean, it was good, but it was not consistent good. So again, let's take a look at this thing in the hands. Man, it's super light. It feels super durable. The prime is great on this. You can see all those internals, but look at that. I mean, it looks really, really good. To get the mag out of this, it's pretty simple. There is a latch in the back here. You push it, it drops the 10-round included clear mag, which is kind of nice. And then, of course, you can use, of course, the worker mags in the back here. I was able to put it in absolutely no problem. Now, what's awesome is you could put those in the back. They sat okay, but they kind of wiggled, and it was kind of in the way. So would I use the bigger ones? Probably not. It looks cool, but no, I would stick with either the ones that come with it, or again, some of these worker mags you can just throw on there. They worked absolutely fine. But man, look at that thing. Just phenomenal. I want to go ahead and get into shooting this thing because, I mean, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to me on the shooting range. So again, when I first tried this, I was trying to shoot my Dart Zone Pro ones out of here thinking, hey, that is the de facto standard that I typically shoot with. But the barrel that is in it, it just doesn't like it. It is not the best dart for this particular barrel. I tried some of the Worker Gen 3s. I tried some of the kind of generic, I think they call them Dragon darts. Those were pretty good because they were a smaller bore. But I eventually landed on, yeah, the bamboos. And you can see 125-ish FPS, which is awesome out of here. I think that's a perfect FPS range. I know they do make springs and things like that for this. I figured, you know what, I'm going to go with the stock spring because I know it shoots about 120 FPS out of the gate. But look at that. Just awesome. Now, if I flip it around here, I mean, hopefully you can hear these things. I mean, they are coming by hard. Some of the bamboo ones are coming out of there like 140, but, you know, for the most part, a couple of them are coming out extremely hard, so I don't know if it's something to do with the spring and or the lubing of this. It looks like it probably needs to be lubed, but still, you guys can go back and check out me shooting that there. It is an absolute blast. This thing had a pretty good seal out of the box, so if we watch, Well, watch this. It has a pretty good seal, but you could tell there is a leak back here. But it does really need to be lubed. Just kind of looking at it, it has some lube, but not a ton. Now, I did get a lot of kind of upgraded bonus parts for this, just to see where I can take this. One of the big ones being a huge kind of aluminum plunger rod here. I think it's going to be much better than this plastic one, so check that out. It's going to look great. I also got the aluminum parts kit. I don't really know where a lot of these parts go in this kit. There is, I mean, like 7 or 8. I don't know where they go, but by looking at them, I have a kind of an idea. But for the most part, yeah, I don't really know where they go. This thing already feels super durable, so adding these in there, I don't know if it's going to add to performance or hinder it. Just by looking, I'm like, oh, I guess we're going to see. But I think this is going to be a huge upgrade in both consistency and probably a little bit on FPS, because it looks like it slightly might be a little bit bigger on the inner diameter there, so we are going to see. But I'm super pumped to add these in here. But there you go, guys. You know, this is a pretty cool blaster. I don't like the fact that it says feline shooter right here. I'm going to pull this up. I don't like that. I love cats. I love cats. I don't want to shoot them, but hey, it's a feline shooter with a cat print on there. It is what it is. But, you know, I figured I would get this because I know some of you guys are going to see this out there. I'll put a link in the description. I know some of you guys are going to see this and say, you know what? Let's try it and let's see how it goes, because they got some pretty cool color combos for this. And I figured, yeah, let's go ahead and pick it up. Let's see how it performs in comparison to some of the other blasters, and let's get some of the upgraded parts, and we'll do an upgraded video on it to see if it is even worth upgrading. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a pretty good upgrade, because for you guys remember when we did the tube on this and we did the tube on the SP50, yeah, it was far more consistent and actually bumped up the FPS just a tad. So yeah, that is my 2 cents on this particular blaster. Let me know what you guys think, or if you guys have actually picked one up, because I'm super curious if some of you guys have actually got one of these, because gosh, it feels so good in the hands. But there you go. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks again, Fox fans. Whew.